Welcome to another episode from the Critics Collective. I'm the Dad Panther, and today we are talking Wizard 101. But before we jump into this game, let's go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and comment for more. Now, I'm going to give you my highs and my lows, and then I'm going to go ahead and rate this thing from 0 to 5. Now, for this game that's been out for decades, it's now on console, so that's Xbox, PlayStation, and soon to be the Nintendo Switch. Now, with that being said, here are my lows and my highs. The lows for this one is the membership gate is still there. For the most part, you can get Arc 1, which I believe at the time of this recording is $19.99. This will open up more of the worlds so that you can go ahead and play. Now, you can still play. I think it's Wizard City. It lets you run around. There's a lot of mini quests and things you can do. But as far as working to level up, and I think that first big chunk gets you to a level number of 130 out of the 170 that you can do in the game. No, you're gonna get cut off. The lag is still an issue right now, even on the newer consoles, as this is PlayStation 5, but the devs are working on a fix and some adjustments for that. The UI looks dated and it is confusing, I believe, for new players. Quests and menus needed more clarity, I believe, to bring it to this, honestly, in my opinion, to compete with some of the newer MMOs or some of the MMOs that have been touched up, or even older MMOs that just had a better look and feel. What I mean by that is you're going to have to rely on blogs, new and old. You're going to have to rely on YouTube channels to tell you that not all quests need to be done, how to focus on your main quest, and how to go ahead and put your training points to where they need to be, or even spending time with your pets. Now let's talk some of the positives as we possibly get into this background of me battling for my life with a character that looks like hee. The positives, the highs that I liked, the classic look and feel. I think it's great for kids playing this. I think it's great for nostalgia. If you remember playing this when you were younger, I think it's really cool to kind of get your feet in the MMO type stuff if you've never done anything like it. And again, it's free for you to play. For this, it's also strategy focused combat, and I feel like it still holds up. The devs over the decades have made some changes so that you didn't always have a meta. You can make the adjustments to what you have, and a very supportive an active community keeps it alive. Like I said before, there are YouTube videos from years ago that still hold up now on how to play this game. There are content creators who are getting new views, new people to check out their pages, their blogs, because of the brand new, basically like a brand new game for anybody who didn't know it existed. You also have that love of people who are so ride or die and loving this game. They started from scratch to play on the consoles that they had, and that's pretty cool. So like I said before I rate it, the membership unlocks your full experience. That's all the worlds, the gears, the spell. At the time, like I said, about $20 gets you that done. Again, the game is free for the most part, but you got some stuff to pay for: crowns, gold, things of that nature that you can work for or not happen. So for me, I'm gonna wait for another anniversary type of thing, because they sometimes give out free access. So I'll probably do something like that. But despite the flaws that Wizard 101 offers to some people, it offers something bigger. It offers a warm, nostalgic return to a simple MMO days. You know what I mean? It's not very flashy, but it's heartwarming and it's deep. A lot of Easter eggs, like the moon. If you know it, you know it. If you're patient and you love turn-based strategy games in a shared world, give it a shot. Especially, it's free for a majority of the stuff that you're playing, to kind of figure out whether or not you want to go with that. Now, I have played this game for over 20 hours. I did not think I was going to play this for 20 hours. The only thing that stopped me from playing this game was the paywall, honestly, because I have a life character that I created. I was going to spec into death just for the faint spell for the most part. But for the most part, I really could not turn this game off, and I was very surprised. So that's my take. I want to know in the comments, are you still playing Wizard 101? Do you plan to jump into it? Again, I am the Dad Panther, writer, streamer, content creator, master of none, and I'll see you in the next video. Wait, I never rated it. I would rate this a 3. It's average, especially for the fact that for free 99 you can play this game. I do like the fact that if you go check our review out or check out the show, Solo Leveling, I like games that have leveling or experience. My overthinking makes it where I just play the same low level ranking bad guys until I level up where I think I'm comfortable enough to venture out in the story. And I kid you not, I kept beating the same bosses for hours just to level up. By the time I got to some of the content that they wanted for the story, I honestly it was a pretty easy beat for them. That's just me. But I'm sure if you play the game the regular way, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But it could have been anywhere in the world. Until next time, Kalika Allow.